Yo guys, what is going on? Got a rarely used match here today for you, and I'm playing against Mr. Pepe. He's got Galvantula, Tangrowth, Clefable, War Turtle, Dusknoir, and Drapion. So I'm assuming this is sort of a stall team with a random Galvantula there. I really don't know what he's going to accomplish with it, but hey, that's his choice. Um, Looking at leads, I thought either Galvantula to get a Volt Switch off and get initiative, or maybe even Drapion because that is a general lead with Taunt, Toxic Spikes, and all of that. So, to combat those situations, I thought that Druddigon would be kind of good against them, but also my Entei. So, on the off chance that he decides to lead with something else other than War Turtle, because War Turtle lead is rarely seen, I'm going to opt to go with my Entei. And he decides to lead off with Clefable. Now, I thought, honestly, that he would switch to War Turtle, but I guess he over-predicts first turn, and I nail that Clefable right on the spot, so I get an early lead. He goes into Drapion. I know that I'm probably going to need Entei for his Dusknoir to get major damage in, so I'm going to switch. I'm going to go to Druddigon, and I see he does pack the Toxic Spikes, so I need to weaken this thing as much as possible. So I go for an Earthquake, and now predicting the switch, I go for Stealth Rocks. He goes to, I go for Dragon Claw first. And I see that he's got Rocky Helmet, but I know that I'm probably faster, so I'm going to go for a Stealth Rock. And he goes for a Leech Seed. Yeah, whatever. I'm going to get a little bit drained, but now I'm going to opt to switch. Going to my Sigilyph, and he's going to go for a Knockoff, which is a very interesting choice from Tangrowth. It kind of works to take out choice items and Eviolites, which are permanent in the tier. I'm gonna go for an Air Slash because I really have no reason not to. Nothing on his team really appreciates taking one, and he goes into his Drapion. I'm gonna go for it again because, yeah, why not? I'm gonna kill it if he stays in. He switches out to his War Turtle, and judging by that damage, I'm thinking this is probably specially defensive. He goes for a Rapid Spin, gets rid of my Stealth Rocks, no big deal. I'm gonna go for a second Psychic because it would probably knock it out from that range. But he makes a switch to Drapion, and now he's going to double switch into Dusknoir. So this is a very fine pivot switch by his part. He's going to get Leftovers recovery on his Drapion, and he gets his Dusknoir in on a Air Slash instead of a Psychic. Now, I know he's going to probably substitute, so I'm going to go for a Psychic to get some solid damage in. And I'm thinking this is probably sub 3 attacks with Focus Punch, Shadow Sneak, and Earthquake. So I'm going to switch into my Druddigon to take whatever and get some rough skin damage, but he actually shows me Pain Split, so I don't know, maybe Shadow Sneak and Will-O-Wisp. But as you can see on this turn, he actually is going to tighten his focus, so he's got Focus Punch. I guess Focus Punch, Shadow Sneak, Sub, and Pain Split. That's an interesting set, nothing you really see too often, but it kind of works. I'm going to die to Toxic and the Focus Punch damage, so that's fine. But now I can get to Entei. I know that War Turtle will die to Choice Band and Flare Blitz, so I'm just going to go straight for that. He does indeed do it, and yeah, War Turtle goes down. You know, he's going to go into his Tangrowth, I think, and he's going to Poison and Recoil Stall me, so that's a very smart play on his behalf. He's going to switch to Drapion because it's pretty much useless. He doesn't really have too much HP to keep it alive. And now he's going to send in the said Dusknoir, and he doesn't go for... okay, he does go for Shadow Sneak, but I'm bulky enough to take it, and I'm going to die, but also take Dusknoir with me. So it's 4 versus 2. He can still win because Galvantula is a big threat to my team. I'm forced to go to Tangrowth because it's not going to do anything against his. So I just fought off to scout what Galvantula is running. I don't see Life Orb, so maybe he's Scarf, and I have a 50-50% chance of living a Scarf Bug Buzz, I think, or maybe a Specs. No, I thought that I could live a Specs because I didn't think it would be Scarf. I had a 50% chance of living a Specs Bug Buzz, but I see that he's got Giga Drain, so he's probably Expert Belt. Knowing that, I know that my Slowking can easily take it, and I'm gonna go for a Fire Blast to kill it off, and also to get some nice damage on Tangrowth if he decides to do something else. But he goes straight for a Power Whip. So I know that he's got Knockoff, Power Whip, Leech Seed, and probably Sleep Powder. And I go for an Air Slash. I don't kill it because I don't pack the Life Orb because he knocked it off. And indeed, his fourth move is Sleep Powder. So I know his full moveset. He cannot do anything to me. Power Whip is resisted, even misses, but it really did not matter. I wake up, go for a last Air Slash, and win this battle 1-0. So that was a very interesting game. I really was down to the wire when Dead Galvantula came out. I was, shit, I lost my Entei. What am I going to do? But it all turned out well in the end, and this was a very good match, so I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Peace.